I have previously documented this horrific death camp and documented the eyewitness accounts of several former NWO supporters who were flown out there. My friend, Dot Marquise, Illuminati, and Elaine Nost, CIA Luciferian, formerly high-level Illuminati Luciferians, but now Christians for many years, were both flown separately to this facility in the Mojave Desert.
So these people who know about these things were being flown to these death camps, these camps that nobody believes are real. Scroll down some more.
Not Mojave. It's the Mojave Desert.
Excuse me, Mojave.
All right, this right here is the documentation on the FEMA, the body containers that were found in Georgia. These are under these photographs, you can see them if you want, but under these photographs of all these plastic containers, they explain what these plastic containers are.
Apparently, all contingencies are being taken care of. Photographers snap pictures of an estimated 500,000 plastic coffins in Georgia.
So by one of these camps that they have in Georgia, there's over 500,000 plastic coffins. What do they need 500,000 plastic coffins for? Right by a concentration camp that has gas chambers and what is it? What's the other one? And cremation chambers. Slow down some more.
We are all on a red or blue list somewhere.
So everyone in America is on a list somewhere, either the red list or the blue list, and there's a third list called the yellow list.
Those on the red list will be woken at 4 a.m. and taken to camps and probably killed. Red list. These people are the enemies of the New World Order. They are the leaders of patriot groups, outspoken ministers, outspoken talk show hosts, community leaders, and even probably net leaders. These people will be dragged out of their homes at 4 a.m. and will be taken to a FEMA detention center and killed. This will take place approximately 2 weeks before martial law is enforced.
So this information that was gathered from these secret meetings and from the CIA, they show that people who don't comply, who are already on lists that don't comply, people who've spoken out on the news, people who have spoken out on the internet, or people who have spoken out on the streets will be taken from their houses at 4 a.m. and taken to these detention camps that have gas chambers and cremation chambers. 2 weeks before martial law is declared. Nope. Nope. This information is found on the web. The website is www.uaff.us/deathcamps.htm. uaff.us/deathcamps.htm. This is the blue list.
Blue list. These are also enemies of the New World Order, but are followers of the red list folks.
So the red list are the people who are leading and telling people information, giving people information about what they plan on doing, and these blue list people are the people that are listening to what these people plan on doing. They have cameras on every corner almost. They're internet-ready cameras, and they're monitored in real time. And they're constantly listening to and watching people and adding people to these lists that they plan on, these lists of these people that they plan on taking to these concentration camps that they think won't agree with their New World Order.
These are also enemies of the New World Order, but are followers of the red list.
If you break up, say it again.
These are also enemies of the NWO, but are followers of the red list folks. These people will be rounded up after martial law is in place and will be taken to detention centers and re-educated. They will be taken to detention camps and be re-educated. Various mind control techniques will be used on them. Most will not survive this. Mr. Springmeyer was not specific on exactly who was on the blue list, but I would guess that people such as you and I are on that list.
So most of the general public will be on these blue lists. These lists of people that will be gathered up after martial law is declared. Once you see army personnel and tanks and whatnot on your streets after they declare martial law, then these people will be gathered up.
All right, this is the yellow list. These are citizens who know nothing about the New World Order and don't want to know.
So there's another list compiled of people who don't want to know about the New World Order, don't want to know about what's going on, and they don't want to know anything about what's going on. They want to continue living life like nothing's going on, like Bush didn't declare war on Iran on March 20th without telling everybody, like there aren't FEMA death camps, like there aren't gas chambers and cremation chambers, and like nobody is ever going to deal with this martial law or any troubles that are ever going to come. These people are on the yellow list.
They are considered to be no threat at all and will be instructed as to how to behave and will most likely do whatever they are told. Unfortunately, there are too many of these to be effectively controlled, so many will be killed or starved.
Okay, well, first
So
of all,
a lot of these people
loud.
who are on these yellow lists that don't want to know
Second
anything
of all,
are going to be.
You can do this, but I'm pretty sure you need a permit that of a certain time frame that you can, state your speech or your message or whatever. Okay.
All right, they are considered to be no threat
Right now, yeah, you have to
at all and will be instructed as to how
I'm
to
going to
behave.
check to see if you need a
and will
permit.
most
I don't have a
likely do
permit.
whatever
but
they
I
are
have to put it
told.
down.
Unfortunately,
Okay.
there are too many of these to be effectively controlled, so many will be killed or starved.
So now you hearing about these famines, or a famine is basically it's the inability to distribute food, not a lack of food. A famine is when they stop giving food to people and people start starving and dying. So once people start starving and dying, they're going to let this continue to eliminate most of the population. Even the people who don't want to know about the New World Order, even the people who don't care, are going to be faced with this famine because there's too many people to control in the first place. So they want to eliminate this population, this extra population.